Even more towers, even more upgrades, and look at this start. I can't wait to see how badly I'm going to screw this up. For now, I'm going to put 3 ballistas around the one house, just to be sure we get a little bit of money out of that. There's 3 gold already. So we now have this, which is going to drop landmines on the road. I don't think this takes any mana, so I think we're actually going to take this. It does cost $500, but I've got money to burn right now. So I'm going to put an encampment, probably just right here, really. You should drop landmines on the road every once in a while, but you're going to blow them up eventually. We also have a shredder already, plus the new poison sprayer. I'm going to go with the shredder just because I know how good they really are. I'm going to put a shredder somewhere right here for now. We'll probably move that later. You know what? I'm going to move that now. It does not need to be on the high ground right now. It can even be somewhere right here. So let's give this a test so far to see how well this is going to work against this small horde of idiots. It'd also be great if the path came back around to here. So, okay, one made it past the shredder, but there's a landmine. He died a horrible death. Mana siphon. So we'll be sure to lay a few of these down right away before getting carried away. We only have 200 gold left, but we do get more gold for every monster we kill now as well. I'm going to add some ballistas over here, just because I know they do actually do quite a bit of good. Like, I think this is quite frankly overkill for these idiots right now, and that's perfectly fine by me. We could also unlock the particle cannon right away. Oh, we want to increase the maximum bleed for sure. And they now have to run past this trebuchet as well, so that's definitely not going to do wonderful things for them. I'm just excited to have more towers that don't necessarily take mana anymore, so I can use that to my advantage and just do a lot more damage without having to give up mana. Those shredder towers really do a number on these guys. And we got our first mortar tower. I'm going to go ahead and put that right there because its range is basically everything you see here. That's going to help us out in a big way. Because basically, as long as the enemies are on the map, the mortar is going to be firing on them. And then the rest of the towers can probably take care of the rest from there. Especially when these guys get to the landmines, if they even make it there. The mortar tower basically kills them by itself. I guess I'll unlock the frost keep already. I don't even really know what to start laying down right now. I feel like I should be saving up for better towers, but they're all so good. And we get another pick already because we're going to get these very routinely now. I guess I could take a flame tower because those are pretty good too. We're now going to lay down another mortar probably right here. Then I'll throw down another ballista probably here because even that one's going to have pretty good range. And we got our first fork in the road, but that's all right because we got lots of real estate to work with. And that means I'm going to get very dense clusters of idiots right here, right on the start of the mortar tower. So that's going to work out very well for me and not so well for them. Okay, I'm pretty sure this tower isn't going to do a lot yet, so I'm actually going to move it. It's very expensive, but I'm going to put it somewhere right here. That way anyone who does happen to make it near to the tower is hopefully going to get blown up by mines. That's kind of a fail-safe for me. Okay, I'm just going to make my ballistas do +1 damage to health. Then we're going to keep expanding on. I am going to focus heavily on this area as soon as I can. In fact, we put a flamethrower down here right now. That's just going to help everyone light on fire a little bit while they're on their journey around the map. Our mana supply doesn't seem to be hurting too bad right now, so we don't need to increase it yet. You know, I've never actually messed with a mine before. Maybe we're overdue to actually try that. I don't really understand what these do. Tower health increased by 1. Okay, so they just help this, basically. They're making my tower a little bit more... Can absorb more damage. So that's pretty fun, I guess. For now, we're just going to keep going on. There's really not going to be a challenge for a little while. Enemies drop 3 gold when they die, but they also gain plus 0.25. I like that because they're going to kill me faster or die faster, and I get extra gold. I also thrown down a frost keep right there because I want everyone here to slow down because eventually this is going to be the big cluster point of death. And the mana can still keep up with all this, so I have no reason to be worried yet. But I have enough for my next shredder, so I think I'm actually going to put it right there. Because I do want to kind of shredding this area, but also that area. Anytime it lets those saw blades out, it's just destruction everywhere. There's also a lot of good high ground here. I'm going to put a ballista there. I'm going to increase the poison maximum. I don't have any poison towers yet, but it's not going to be long before we do have some. I can't remember what my shredders take off, so I'm just going to add shield damage to them. Plus another mortar tower there, which should help me get some of these guys. Because his maximum range is also right about here. So everyone that lands here gets absolutely exploded. Then there's still guys like that who managed to kind of get through. So we'll add another flame tower right here as well. I'm going to put it maybe up top. No, I'm going to put it right here. He's still going to do tons of damage. I don't know if the mana is going to hold up, so I'm going to make sure it does. I'm going to ignore those for a second and put those there. Then I'm going to do mortars gain +1 damage to armor. Because they're good at armor, so yeah, that's just going to help us out in a big way. So far, things are getting pretty blown up right here. I should just focus one little death corridor entirely to see if I can stop everyone there. The money's already adding up stupidly quick. We just made another $500. So I'm going to wait until we have 700 and then buy another shredder. And I'm going to put the shredder somewhere here. That way he can fire both directions. Next, I'm probably just going to get the particle cannon because I think we're going to need one of those before too long. Oh, it's already Oogie time. I didn't realize that either. That's probably going to be just fine. I'm not that worried about him. I'm going to add a few of these in just because they're cheap and I'll forget if I don't. So let's see how this works out. At worst, Oogie's probably going to make it to my landmines. Those will likely finish him off. But just in case, he might add another flamethrower or something. I don't know. Right here. He only has health and he is bleeding and pretty on fire. We don't have a lot more defenses moving forward, but I think the bomb towers will be able to take him out. Speaking of mortar towers, I'd probably better add a few more of these in because they can still reach the good spot. Anyways, +2 damage to armor. Yes, please. Also, he left us a gift of all mortars gain a 50% blast radius. Very good. So I feel like they're very likely to be my friend in this match. I also need to keep an eye on my mana. We are starting to use a little bit of it despite the fact we have everything going. Look at all the bombs landing here. Wonder if I can just land so many bombs that nothing survives this. I'm going to try focusing these guys on armor and then most health. And then these guys do have shield, but I do have enough for a particle cannon already, so I'm going to put that there because he can reach that far. And he's going to take out shield in a big way and then most health. And then we're going to upgrade him so he does lots of shield damage. I'm going to just go all out on my mortars for a while. All mortars also gain 25% burn damage. They're already pretty brutal, so more of these is better. So they do a really big radius and they also light things on fire, so I'm really happy with the state of my mortars right now. I'm going to add another frost keep maybe right here. And I am going to add more, but I'm going to need a little bit of mana siphon before doing that. I'm not even going to watch what's going on in the fight. I'm sure we're probably fine. I'm also going to get a poison tower. I think they take away shield. So I'm maybe going to put that one here. And they're good, yes, against shield. So I'm going to add a few of those. I'm going to add 2 of them over here. Because we're also going to add a Tesla coil in at some point there. But that's going to help take out shield idiots. I mostly just need everyone to slow down right in here and just get bombed into oblivion. Which should eventually happen. Those bombs are getting pretty big blasts. That was quick. I'm going to do... All flames gain +1 damage to shield. Shields seem to be like they're going to be the problem right now. I'm going to add another frost keep right there to just... I really want to slow everyone down so they can cluster up right there. And so far that seems to be working pretty good because the bomb towers can just obliterate them right there. So I'm going to add another poison sprayer that's also going to target shield and then health. I didn't even see this little guy over here. We're up to 18 mana per second. Actually, we're going to add a lot more here. So now we're up to 21 mana per second. And we're going to upgrade our mortars again. I feel like we still need more mortar towers though. So we're going to buy some as soon as we can. But for now, we got all sorts of damage coming in. We got our bases covered. I think we're doing pretty well good with armor, health, and shield. I am going to add another shredder right here somewhere. I don't know if I want to put it on the hill, but right there. That way he's just going to start shredding everyone here. Next, all mortars gain 25% burn damage. Things really seem to be struggling to get past here. A few of them do make it, but for the most part they get jammed up here and they get lit on fire and bombed and chiseled and poisoned and everything. I think I need a second particle cannon. I'm going to put one up here. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to go for shield then health. Okay, mortars are going to gain a 50% blast radius. They're going to be enormous. I think to be especially mean, I'm even going to lay some mines down. Maybe right here, just so anyone who does get past is also going to get blown up. I don't know if it's a great strategy, kind of focusing most of my firepower in one little pocket, but it's the one I'm going to go for. Our towers are so upgradable right now that I'd be stupid not to do this. It is going to burn all the mana all at once, so it's going to be hard to keep up, but we'll probably be alright. So far, things are really having trouble making it past there. A few of them do, but we're going to add some ballistas over here too, just in case, you know. Okay, we're going to also have all mortars gain 25% bleed damage. It's tempting to get the mana bank too, though. Because mana bank is going to be... maybe I should go for mana bank first. I'm worried about running out. And I think if we put them up higher, they actually work better, like a lot of the other towers. So if I put that there, well, it gave us 1 per second. So whatever, that's fine. That's just free mana generation I don't need to find crystals for. Now for all these guys, I feel like I should put a poison sprayer or something over here. Just so they can get poisoned before getting to here where they get mega poisoned. Well, the towers are all doing their job. The landmines seem to be lasting quite a while. It's not until the runny boys get close that they're really a problem. But speaking of which, I'm going to put an encampment maybe over here too. Just to lay lots of big powerful mines down here in case something does get through. It'll stop them dead. Now I think I'm also going to put a shredder right here because I think that can reach both sides. All mortars are going to have a bigger effect again. So once they land, they should really be taking out a pretty big area, plus lighting things on fire, plus making them bleed. So yeah, mortar towers are really going to do a lot for me here. Pretty sure, yep, it's time for zombie oogie. But I think I've got everything, like these guys are going to get there first. These are the mediums, these are the long-term guys. So that might work out well. Or this might be horrible. I'm going to add a mortar tower over here just so he can start spraying in on random idiots at his own choosing. And maybe also going to add a shredder on this side as soon as I can. Now there's a landmine there so that no one's made it far. Zombie Oogie's going to be a problem. I want to zoom in for this to see if he drops quick or not. Because this is where most of our damage is going to be. The mortars I don't think will target him yet because they're probably focused on people with more shield. His health is still dropping fast. I don't know entirely what's hitting him, but he's getting pretty destroyed there. And those towers have a long reach, so he's not safe. But those guys managed to slip through pretty well. I need a Tesla tower. That's what I'm missing. Because Oogie's about to die. Those guys are pushing in, but the mines are going to finish them off. I'm going to increase maximum burn from 26 to 50 because my mortars also cause burn. I have $2,000. So I might as well buy some more mortars with that. Oh, I forgot about Zombie Oogie's treasure too. We're going to go ahead and open this. So we're going to actually slow them down. Poison enemies are also going to slow. While I'm at it, I'm going to put an encampment over here too, just in case something does make it through. I really want these bombs to all come through and stop them dead. Here's my Tesla coil, finally. The best part is they start at $200. So I'm going to put a few of them here as soon as I actually have the money for it. And I'm going to put those on a few corners here just to start taking that shield away. They'll just constantly go. They're going to eat up a lot of mana, but they're going to eat a lot of shield and just damage. Like 2 seconds later, I've got enough for a few more Tesla coils, so hopefully I'm able to see what I'm doing somewhere amongst the dying. So we're going to add another mana bank here, and then another one here, and then we're up to 37 mana per second, but we're running low on our mana levels. But that's what I get for putting all my damage in one spot. But I'll just keep adding mana banks until it balances out. Oh, there's also one of these, which I very much needed, because this is going to add 4 per second all by itself. Mortars gain +3 damage to armor. Basically, once everything hits this point, it takes on massive damage of all kinds. And I kind of like the way the enemies are all spaced out now. Like, these guys are so far behind. They're just taking all sorts of damage slowly as they get closer. Then once they do let their idiots out, they are going through a ton of damage. Literally every kind. Poison, fire, bleeding. All mortars gain +2 damage to health. The enemies still seem to have trouble making it past this corner for some reason. Mana is holding so far, but not all of the towers are activated. These Tesla coils really drain it. And since I have I have $2,500 to spend, so I'm just going to buy another 5 of these. Now we're up to 50 per second and 700 total mana. So every time I add one of those, it gives me an extra 1%. So that's going to add a lot by itself. I'm going to add a shredder right here because he's just going to fire up and down the line, making everyone bleed for a long time. Still seems like no one's able to make it through my Path of Doom. I'm even going to add a few ballistas into this mix. I can put them on lower levels because they're just kind of a basic tower anyway, so that's not going to hurt anything. We'll add a few over here as soon as we can afford. They're up to $410 each, which a while ago was a lot, now that's cheap. Every enemy killed regenerates 1% mana. I think I like that because in theory every enemy killed should regenerate 7.6 manas. No, they started to break through a little bit on here. They still have a long ways to go once they get into there, but the mortars are definitely helping keep them at bay a little bit. Maybe I should upgrade the shield damage in my super tower. It's not super expensive to do it. Now it's doing 2,000 damage per shot to shields. Now it's doing 2,200. The problem with them is they're not super quick firing, but they do hit for a lot. They're mostly for bosses. Okay, so we're going to go all mana bank store an extra 15 mana. So that's going to take me from 760 up to 1,000 even. We've definitely never had that much, and that's enough of a storehouse that even if we start burning through a lot of it, it's going to take us a second to run out. Also, let's add some more mortar towers. Since I'm pretty sure they land all kind of damage on people, it'd be stupid not to do them. They're just going to hurt everything badly. And we're making money so quickly. I will start to add other towers again, but especially given the fact that they don't take any mana, I'd be stupid not to throw these down more and more. I can't believe I'm still allowed to upgrade mortars. Now they're going to do extra shield damage too. All the mortars landing in right here basically instantly destroy everything. Even those tough little red guys basically dissolve. I know that these mortars are doing an absolutely absurd amount of damage to every kind of enemy imaginable. There's another one of those that I'm going to take advantage. Oh, what kind of oogie we got? We got a robogoogie. Very scary. Well, to welcome him in, I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to put most health, most armor, most shield, and maybe that thing's going to start firing on him already. Just a little bit. Yeah, well, it'll take out other enemies along the way. That's fine. Robogoogie is also obviously very strong considering my super mortar tower basically has no effect on him, but he's a shield guy. So what I could do to be annoying is put a frost tower there and then a Tesla coil here just to give him a little shock on the way by. I'm not worried about what the rest of the enemies are doing because I don't think anything's going to get by. Yeah, he's very strong, but we got a lot more towers to hurt him with. Okay, checking in over here. Looks like the enemies are still... We have $5,500. I don't even know what to do with all that money. Kind of get the feeling though, once he hits all these mortar towers and ballistas and stuff, he's just going to get annihilated, even if he's resistant to that kind of damage. The sniper towers up in the hill definitely do a lot to his shield. You see them wearing him down, but they're all about to start focusing their fire on him, so he's pretty much going to be a walking fireball for a few minutes. And he hasn't even been slowed down yet. There we go. There's that damage getting to him. That's better. We can't even see his health bar anymore. There it is. So his shield is gone. They're going to move on to armor, which the cannon towers are very good at, so they're going to eat him alive. Yep, there we go. He's slowed. He's about to hit all the flame towers too. Maybe we should have done it the other way around. We should take shield first and then armor, because that's the order it strips away from them on. So he's getting lower and lower. He's about to walk into landmines. Those are going to hurt also. Down he goes. He's out of the frozen towers. He made it that far. I have a feeling he's still done for though. He's got 20,000 bleed on him. Great. I'm going to regenerate another 2% of my max mana per second, which would be huge if it actually worked like proper calculation. It clearly based on something else. Well, actually that did add 20 per second, so I'll take it. Also Zombie Uki's gift. Let's do magnetic blades. So what do I do with my $8,500? Yeah, you're right. Probably add more mortar towers. Pretty much everywhere through here. Well, they are getting expensive, so I'll save 3,200. I will add a shredder tower here though, and maybe one somewhere here, just for a little extra damage going somewhere. Yeah, our mana regeneration is stupid. We have 1,050 mana and we regenerate that in like 15 seconds. And we can make that number go up. Every mana bank adds 3 mana per second. So now we pretty much have free reign to lay down as many mana towers as we might want. While I'm at it, I'm going to add a frost keep here, because the frost keeps will also do damage, but it's mostly the slow effect that I'm after. I'm probably going to add one here too, just so idiots can get slowed down at some point. Okay, before doing any of that, I'm going to go Sorcery 3, regenerate another 3% of your mana, so that's going to put me up to 130 regeneration per second. But so far, yeah, we can fire all this stuff and we can't use enough mana to drop the level. Then I'm going to throw a flamethrower there, and a flamethrower there. There's just so much damage going out, it's hard to actually fathom how much that is. I'm also going to add a Tesla coil here because there's a lot of shield guys to pass that. It'd be nice to start dwindling them down. Maybe also one here while I'm at it. And probably one here. Normally I'm hesitant to put things like that down because they take so much mana, but I've got so much mana now. Maybe it's time to add a few obelisks. It's one thing I don't even have yet, which is stupid. That shows how powerful we are already. And I feel like we got the mana to run an obelisk. Where do we even put an obelisk? How far do they reach? Oh, they've got a pretty good reach actually. We could definitely put one there to melt some people. They're good against armor, so let's let them have armor. Let's let them have a lot of armor upgrades. Level 11. Even with all things going, the mana still really isn't moving at all, so we're going to need more obelisks. I'm maybe going to put one over here. Oh, they're getting past. Uh-oh. It's because they're so quick though, but they're just going to run into bombs anyway. Like landmines. I don't think they're very tough, they're just quick. So to make sure those don't get anywhere, I'm going to put an obelisk there, but I'm also going to put one somewhere here. So now I have multiple obelisks going. They'll just add lots of damage for relatively little gold. And I'm going to put another encampment maybe here to start laying mines down. I'm also going to increase the poison maximum from 30 to 80. I'm getting to the point on this corner where I can hardly even see where I can put towers, but it'd still make it work. I know it's a little bit chaotic in there, but just trust me when I say things are dying. This guy's like a mini boss in himself. He is really strong and then he explodes into other guys. All mortars gain +3 damage to health. I think I actually want ballistas. Ballistas deal 25% bleed damage. Because they're still pretty cheap and I can just put them randomly here. So they'll do a little bit of damage but also make things bleed way out here. Okay, it's round 40 and they're actually starting to break through my lines, which is going to divert my cannon fire. So this is actually kind of scary. The mines did their job, but we're not done the way... we need to find a way to stop whatever those are in a hurry. They have lots of shield. I might actually need more of my laser towers. We're going to put one there. They're going to focus on shield and then health. I don't actually know if they're going to be enough to stop that. Wow, suddenly we went from nothing could make it anywhere near my defenses to now they're just marching right through in big numbers. Those are tough. Okay, we might still be okay. Oh, I don't like the look of these ones though. That's a lot of shield and health to be make it that far, and they're so quick. Well, we made it as far as level 40. We were absolutely obliterating everything until we were absolutely obliterated.